Morning. Welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. It is another normal summer day in Texas. It's pretty this morning. Got blue skies out there. It's gonna be hot. Probably gonna be real hot. It got hot yesterday, so probably gonna be the same today. I'm thinking. Doesn't look like we have any rain coming to cool us off, so we'll just deal with it. Got my oil pan in. Got my oil pump in. So that's good. I can put that stuff back together. I was kind of waiting on that. I could put the timing chain cover on and could have gotten some of that water pump things. It was a bitch getting that oil pan out and getting that oil pump in it. And I'm just trying to not have anything in the way that doesn't need to be in the way, or that I would have to take back off, you know. So I was waiting on the oil pan and oil pump to come in, and they're here now. So I'm gonna put all that back together today, and yeah, that's it. So see, I got intake, valve covers, all that done. I'm gonna go down, work on the oil pan, oil pump. Yeah, I'll have my little oil pump rod in there. I can probably go ahead and set the distributor, do all that. Get that done, and timing chain, and start assembling this pulley system back together. That's my plan the next 2 days, is bust ass before I go to work. That is the plan for the next day, is put all this shit back together. So we'll see how it goes. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave comments. I need some comments. Hit the like button, and when you're doing that, just say, hey man, you're stupid, or something, you know. Hey man, that was a great video. I learned so much. That'd be nicer. Hey, next step. Got my little gauge console checked out, put back together. We are going to move to this now. Gonna get the oil pan on, and yeah, that's it. Just button this sucker up. This is gonna be a little tricky, getting the oil pump and the oil pan in, and it was not easy last time. So I'm gonna gather everything up, get my gasket, get all the little particulars, and see what we need to do here. Hey, y'all know I'm learning here, but I did learn something with all this, is to check fitment and issues you're gonna have before you put your gaskets on. So I did that. I had my oil pan. Of course, without the oil pump, it slid in, no problem. Then I put the oil pump on. You see it's just kind of loose right now. Don't have the gasket on it. I wanted to check if I was gonna have to bolt it up after I had slid the oil pan in. So it did cause an issue, because it hits right here, but so you can't tilt the oil pan up enough to slide it straight in. So there was a bolt on one of the bearings on the crankshaft that it was hitting in the back. I turned it counterclockwise, not even maybe an eighth of a turn, and it slid right in. Now then, when you go to pull it back out, one of the counterweights grabs it, so I had to turn it back that way to get it out. So, but I know now that I can get it in and out with the oil pump in place. So that's what I'm about to do, is put the gasket on this and tighten it up, put my drive shaft in, and put my gasket on my oil pan, get it in place, and then we'll get our little suction tube, filler tube, whatever it is, bolted on, and then get this oil pan buttoned up. Okay, oil pump's in place. Oh damn, well, that's not worth a flying flip. How the hell do you get that lined up? Yeah, see, my damn drive is not in place. Third time's the charm. And hey, look at that. We got a drive shaft for our oil pump in the right spot. So I'm gonna get this counterweight on the crankshaft back in the right position, for the oil pan, and oil pump is on. I got my filler handy somewhere. I had it over here, and I'm gonna get it in position. Got my gasket for it, and got the bolts over here. Gotta get me some 1/2-inch sockets, and put this gasket on my oil pan, and I will be ready to install the oil pan. I don't know how exciting this will be to watch, but just kind of give you an idea of what you may have to go through when installing one of these. Definitely on a Thunderbird, but a lot of them just in on a lot of cars. It's a little bit of, they don't just slide right in. Let's put it that way. Like right there, it is hitting that bolt on, I believe it's on the tie rod. Said and done, of course. You gotta get it back far enough for it to sit in there. Still be able to get your hands on it. That's on there. Let me gotta tighten that one bottom bolt up a little more, and gotta wash my hands too. I got a little shallow socket I can use on that one. Let me get that tightened up. Position my timing chain back top dead center. I'm just piecing things together before I go to put this gasket on. I do need to clean this grease off of it, get the little sealer on here. Got my oil slinger on. This goes on after the cover goes on. That slides in there on the keyway. That's easy enough. Yeah, my dampener goes on this side, butts up against that, I believe. And you know, then the pulleys and whatnot after that. So I got my timing chain. I just want to cover, here it is. Got my seal in. See, I'll tap that in, no problem. Easy work. I just want to see this and make sure I'm not missing anything. I think before I tighten it down, I will put this on to help align it. Yeah. Let me clean this face up, both these faces. Well, I got crap on here now. Make sure I got all the paint off. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I need to really do. Let me get set up, get cleaned, do a little bit of cleaning here. See, I got a little bit of paint to get off on this guy. Clean it up, and then get the grease off that other surface, get some sealer on it, and I think we will be ready to bolt this thing up. Okay, let's install this timing chain cover. So it does say to apply some sealant on both sides. My kit came with two gaskets. One was like a cork and the other was more modern material, I guess. So this is what I went with. I'm just gonna get them in place, and I'm gonna put my guide on right here. Put a little grease on this thing. I see something. Okay, it's 15 foot-pounds on these bolts, and I do have to apply some sealer to each one, so I'm going to do that. There you go. See, I didn't over torque any of them with my little drill. So, yeah, you can bump them up, keep it under 10 foot-pounds. Save you a little time. Just be careful. Alright, you see I got my filter housing on and pulled down. I'll do my fuel pump next, which I took this line off and I cleaned it out. It's shaped right, so I just cleaned it up, and we're gonna reuse it the way it is. You got little sealant on the back side of this just to help it stick, I guess. So a little more on this one. Probably 15 foot-pounds. That's what the oil filter housing was. Fuel pump, 25. Okay. Stepping it up a little bit. 25 foot-pounds. All right. Okay. That's it. Fuel pump's on. It's coming together. Okay, going ahead and put my dampener on. Got my key in there. Alright, I'm just going to bolt this up real quick. About probably we'll do the water pump next. That way I can go ahead and get some more of my pulley system on. Might get the alternator. I'll do the water pump next. Let's get those gasket surfaces kind of done and over with. Okay, while y'all are gone, I broke a bolt in this pulley in my dampener. So I had to pull the dampener back out, and luckily the bolt was, it was basically I could bag it out by hand. I was able to get vice grips on one side and just turn it a little, and once it started turning, I backed it out by hand, no problem. Went and got some new bolts, some grade 8s, and didn't put as much torque on. I didn't think I was putting out that much. You can see there's the bolt. So probably should just get new hardware on everything, but hardware is expensive. These suckers here are like 75 cents a piece. These were, the longer ones were 80 something, 83 cents. I mean, they're not cheap. You know, you start talking $1 a bolt, there's a lot of damn bolts on this car. So we will pick and choose where we buy new hardware. Now I bought new hardware for this water pump because I couldn't find 4 matching bolts the same length that would fit in there. 3/8 threads. I need to be 1.5 for 1.25 inches. That's what these are. I'm going to try the 1.25 inches. I think they'll be fine. Got me some more lock washers. Get my hardware ready here. We'll stick that old water pump on. Yeah, it's been an eventful afternoon. I thought that was going to be a lot bigger deal than it was. Breaking that bolt in there, but yeah, You know, nothing for a stepper. Well, I was going to put the water pump on until I realized that I don't have this hose, and this is much easier to put on while you're installing the water pump. Because you put it on the water pump and slide it on there and then tighten it down. So, and this guy is, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I was going to reuse it. It's no bueno. So we're gonna change it out, which means I gotta go to town again. Okay, yeah, I quit bitching.